Okay, continue where we left off. Also, if you wonder about why I re-uploaded part 1 of round 4 commentary, because something went wrong, and it says there was like 4 comments. One is mostly Darth Rolig and my reply, and then Vincent Fetchler's and his comment. So I'm not sure what happened to Zavrio Gamba's comment. So it mostly said 4, so that's why I re-uploaded. So if you guys want to re-comment on it, that'd be fine. So back to where we left off. So after we got Mock killed Blizzard, who is the Snow Queen's mother, Aerith shows up. So yeah, she's the one. Yeah, I gave him the idea of Aerith recruiting Mock, of course. So I thought of the idea that Mock went to Tartarus after his defeat from the Snow Queen. So I thought we might get that, but I guess we can have that scene cut, I guess. That's alright. Also, just in case if not many people have seen Rock and Roll, I forgot to mention that I probably left the link of the movie review in the round 1 commentary. I think it'd be fine if I leave the link to that review of that also in this. That also. Just so some of you guys might know about Rock and Roll. It is a good movie, but it's definitely not something you let your kids to watch. There's like drugs in there, and you know what I'm talking about. And some occult stuff. Okay, that is the weirdest pause I had for Mock on that one. And there's occult stuff, there's sex, drugs, all that stuff. Just something you don't want to let your kids to watch. Okay, there's not really sex in there. There's some innuendo stuff in there. Just saying. So, okay, for the next fight is Yosemite Sam versus Long John Silver. Idea by Vincent Fetchler. It's an interesting idea. You got a short-tempered cowboy facing off against a legendary pirate. So Yosemite Sam has infiltrated the pirate's bar. Oh, I mean, come on, they're in a bar. Thinking he might get a huge amount of money. Money? Then John Silver shows himself up. Or was it? Oh yeah, he provides a stranger to leave. But he's not. The idea is interesting. It's kind of cool. You got pirates versus cowboys. That's what it is. Cowboys versus pirates. Yosemite Sam is a cowboy, which oftentimes is a pirate sometimes, but we mostly know him as a cowboy. Well, since he is a bandit. Fighting against a pirate that is Long John Silver, who literally is a pirate from a legend. Well, mostly the story of Treasure Island, that is. This one is called Return to Treasure Island. I thought it might be a sequel because it has the word return on it. But it's clearly just telling the story of Treasure Island. And that movie was weird. Really weird. And I'm not meaning in a bad way. I mean it's like, what the hey? Like what we saw. Like this one. That'd be my expression after watching that movie. Oh. Boom. So I'll leave the link down below to that movie so you guys might check it out. So John Silver wins. Next fight. Lord Malice versus the evil Serrano. Serrano. Basically from the Russian version of Snow White, it's called The Princess and the Seven Knights. Instead of dwarves, we got knights. So Lord Malice has arrived at the palace and he's noticing how beautiful that woman is. Offers his hand in marriage to be his lawful wife. I know Lord Malice is technically a Snow White villain, which is what that movie is from, Happily Ever After, which is technically a sequel to the Snow White story. And the evil Serrano, basically like the evil queen of Russia. And yet he wants to marry someone that is completely like her. Sure, why not? I'm sure there are plenty of girls who are kind of like my sister. I don't know if I find that creepy. I don't know if it'd be okay or just kind of creepy. He wants to bang someone that's like his sister. Kind of creeped out. So she rejects his offer. So yeah, this angers him. And it is an interesting fight, also, because it's basically a battle between the two Snow White villains. Here's Malice! I just thought of it. Do the reference of The Shining. Like, here's Johnny! I would imagine Lord Malice just shows himself up towards her like, here's Malice! And kills her. Lord Malice wins. I wonder if we're going to see her again. That's a question I have. I'm sure she'd probably make her own alliance. But there is a Soyuzmultfilm version of Snow White. I wonder if she would have come back. She wonders if she teams up with her. The evil stepmom from Soyuzmultfilm version, that is. Okay, next fight is General Woundward versus the Fox. So the Honkus tells the Fox of a delicious rabbit that they can have for dinner. Well, they're predators. What else can they have? But it turns out that rabbit is, of course, General Woundwort. Just like with Felidae, it is a movie that is not for kids. It's not okay for kids to watch. Don't let your kids watch in that movie. It is very violent indeed. See what I mean? Look at all that blood. And yeesh! The fox wins. Now it's dinner time. And next fight is this hunter character I'm not familiar with too much. Okay, there's Scarface, I do know that, versus Sergei Frolov. I don't know what Soyuzmultfilm movie he's from. The hunter Sergei Frolov, during the next hunt, listens to the sounds of his dogs barking. Like most hunters. And it turns out their prey would be the blue wolf, I think it is. I still have not... I need to watch more Steve's reviews, don't I? A blue fox, that is. Yeah, hopefully I'll have the chance, since I'm also playing Final Fantasy 13 Lightning's Returns right now, so... while also having pork steaks. And all I know is that this show is definitely not for kids. Kind of like Watership Down. And Sergei Frolov wins. The next fight is the Serpent Sorcerer. That's actually not just the Sorcerer, it's a Serpent Sorcerer. The Serpent Sorcerer is what I get from Darth Vader. He's like the Jafar of Soyuzmultfilm. So the Serpent Sorcerer versus Duncan. So Duncan, Bra, and their new puppy are okay in their new home, thanks to Varric, who gave them a home. I wonder if it's a cabin. I'm just asking. Until the Serpent Sorcerer shows up and ruins their honeymoon. Way to ruin the mood, dude. So he challenges Duncan to a duel, which he accepts. I still have not yet seen the movie he's from, the Serpent Sorcerer, that is. I need to check that out. Hey, Darth Vader, can you give me the link to that movie? Yeah, I knew that something's gonna bad happen during this one. Oh, hold on. What is that thing? Is this a model of some king or something? Okay, that could have killed him. Yeesh! The Serpent Sorcerer wins, it looks like. Yep. I knew something was going to happen to Broad. She's going to get kidnapped, and something bad's going to happen to her. I just knew it. On the Fox and the Cat shows up. And they caught her. Now you're there, the hostage. And now for the epilogue. Or, as it's a funny word, when CK does his commentaries, he says, it kind of sounds like he said Epilogue. And even 73 Wayman thought it was funny. He's like, oh, well, that's hilarious. There should be a new title. Epilogue. Come on. If you've never watched most of his commentaries, you got to. It is fun. I don't mind how he says it. I mean, it kind of does sound like he said Epilogue. Not trying to be mean or anything, but it's just kind of funny how he said it. First, the battle theme was the God of War battle theme, and now we got the epilogue theme, which is the Kingdom Hearts 2 music. The world ends with you. The Sacred Moon. So we see Lord Malice arrives on the pirate ship, and they all want to attack until he offers them a deal of all of Ireland without Oliver Cromwell. Really? Give them all Ireland, huh? Without Oliver Cromwell, huh? So they might switch allegiance to Lord Malice. Also, the idea I did gave him is Regina from Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarves. It's an interesting film. I still have not got that movie, but it's really interesting. And even though it did not impress him, but I hope he does have Regina joining Lord Malice. If you guys have not seen it, I'll leave a link to that review. It's really good, trust me. It just sounds like, it just looks like a really good movie. So, yep. The pirates join Lord Malice. I think I'm going to stop right here for now. See you guys in the next video. The next part, that is.